Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between lush hills, there lived a boy named Arvid. His life began in hardship. His parents had passed away when he was just a toddler, and he was taken in by his aunt, a woman who lived in the heart of the village. Though his aunt was kind, she was often overwhelmed by the responsibilities of her own family and the burdens of daily life. But Arvid was a quiet, determined child. He didn't expect much. He simply wanted to survive, to learn, and to one day make something of himself. As Arvid grew older, his aunt began to grow weary of him. She already had her hands full with her own children, and the boy seemed to be nothing more than an extra mouth to feed. One day, after a long argument about money, she made the decision that would change Arvid's life forever. She told him that he was no longer welcome in her home. "You're old enough now," she said coldly. "Go make your own way. I can't keep you." Heartbroken but not crushed, Arvid packed what little he had, a tattered coat, a small satchel, and a handful of coins his aunt had reluctantly given him, and left without looking back. The streets were cold, and the village felt different now, as though it no longer belonged to him. He had no family left, no friends to lean on. But Arvid refused to give in to despair. For days, he wandered through the bustling town at the foot of the hills, working small jobs wherever he could, carrying baskets for merchants, cleaning stables, even running errands for the wealthier townsfolk. He lived on bread and water, his body growing thinner, his clothes ragged. But with each passing day, he became more determined, more driven. He refused to let this hardship be his end. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows over the town, Arvid stumbled upon a humble blacksmith's shop. The old blacksmith, a man named Gareth, was hard at work, hammering a piece of iron on his anvil. Arvid stood there, mesmerized by the rhythmic sound of the hammer striking metal, the way the heat from the forge made the air shimmer. Without thinking, he approached the blacksmith. "Excuse me, sir," Arvid said shyly. "I'm looking for work. Anything, really. I can learn. I just need a chance." Gareth looked up, his eyes narrowing for a moment as he took in the boy's worn appearance. But something in the boy's eyes, a spark of determination, made Gareth hesitate. "I don't need a helper, boy. It's hard work here. It's not for everyone." Arvid didn't waver. "I'll work for nothing at first, just to prove I can do it. I'll do anything. Please, just let me try." Gareth studied him for a long moment, then nodded. "All right, I'll give you a chance. But be warned, you'll have to work harder than you've ever worked before." And so, Arvid began working with the blacksmith, learning the trade of shaping metal, forging tools, and repairing weapons. His hands, calloused and raw from years of labor, became stronger with each hammer stroke. His mind, too, grew sharper. He learned not just the technical skills of the trade, but the art of patience, precision, and perseverance. Gareth, a gruff but kind-hearted man, became a surrogate father to Arvid, teaching him not just about metal but about life itself. Years passed, and with each passing day, Arvid grew in skill and wisdom. He became known in the town for his exceptional craftsmanship. His work was not only functional but beautiful. The tools, swords, and armor he forged were prized by farmers, soldiers, and traders alike. Yet despite his growing success, Arvid never forgot the pain of being abandoned. It was that very pain that fueled his drive to succeed, to never settle for less than his best. One fateful day, a messenger arrived in the village, announcing a grand competition for the kingdom's best blacksmith. The winner would receive a prestigious title and a handsome reward, a sum of gold that could change a life forever. Arvid knew this was his chance, but it wasn't about the gold. It was about proving to himself and to the world that he was capable of achieving greatness, no matter where he had come from. He worked tirelessly in the days leading up to the competition, pouring his heart and soul into his work. He forged a masterpiece, a sword unlike any other, its blade sharp and gleaming, its hilt intricately designed with patterns that spoke of strength and beauty. It was a symbol of everything he had fought for, every drop of sweat he had shed. The day of the competition arrived, and the kingdom's finest blacksmiths gathered to showcase their skills. Arvid's heart raced as he set his sword before the judges. It was a silent challenge, a declaration that he would not be defined by his past. When the results were announced, Arvid's name rang out above the rest. He had won. The judges marveled at the craftsmanship of his sword, the precision of his design, and the spirit that radiated from it. The gold was a prize, but the recognition was what truly mattered. In the years that followed, Arvid's fame spread far beyond the village. He built his own workshop, employed other young apprentices, and helped transform the town into a hub for fine metalwork. He never forgot the lessons he had learned, the ones that went beyond the hammer and anvil. He had learned that no matter how hard life became, no matter how many times he was knocked down, he could always rise again. His dedication and hard work had led him to the life he had once only dreamed of. And, as for his aunt, she came to him one day, a shadow of regret in her eyes. "Arvid," she said, "I was wrong to turn you away. You've become someone I could never have imagined. I am sorry." But Arvid, ever the man of grace, simply nodded. "It wasn't your apology that made me strong. It was my choice to never give up." And so, the poor boy who had once been abandoned found success, not in riches, but in the strength of his spirit. His story became one of legend, a testament to the power of resilience, hard work, and the unwavering belief that even the darkest days could lead to the brightest of futures.